Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to live through 3 different centuries? To see the world change not once, not twice, but over the course of 122 years? This isn't science fiction. It was the life of Jeanne Calment, a French woman who holds the world record as the longest living human ever recorded. Born in 1875, she didn't just live a long life, she outlived time itself. Imagine this. When Jeanne was a child, electricity was still a novelty. Cars were rare. Airplanes didn't exist, and people still traveled by horse-drawn carriage. She was a teenager when she met Vincent van Gogh. Yes, the Van Gogh, in her uncle's paint shop. She described him as dirty, badly dressed, and disagreeable. Little did she know that one day, that story alone would become part of her legend. By the time she passed away in 1997, the world had entered the age of the internet. She lived through 2 world wars, the invention of the telephone, television, space travel, and the birth of modern medicine. Think about it. Jeanne Calment lived long enough to watch humanity take flight, and then take its first steps on the moon. But here's the question that has fascinated scientists, journalists, and ordinary people alike. How did she live so long? Was it her genes? Was it luck? Or was it something she did every single day? Jeanne herself had some surprising answers. She wasn't obsessed with health fads. She didn't chase miracle diets. In fact, she enjoyed a glass of port wine from time to time, and she famously ate about 2 pounds of chocolate every week. Well into her 100s. She also smoked cigarettes until the age of 117, though not heavily. Of course, no one's suggesting smoking is a secret to longevity. She might be the rare exception, not the rule. But when asked about her secret, she often smiled and said, "I never get bored." Jeanne Calment's life wasn't defined by what she avoided, but by what she embraced. She laughed often. She kept a sharp wit and a sense of humor that charmed everyone around her. When a journalist asked her on her 120th birthday, "What's your vision for the future?" she replied, very short. When asked about her wrinkles, she quipped, "I only have one and I'm sitting on it." Even at 110, 115, 120 years old, she still found reasons to smile. Scientists who studied her believe that her outlook on life played a major role. She didn't hold on to stress. She didn't drown in regrets. She moved her body, walked daily, and stayed socially engaged. Think about that for a moment. In a world where we chase expensive diets, exotic supplements, and anti-aging secrets, Jeanne Calment's longevity might be telling us something simpler, something more human. Stay curious. Laugh often. Don't let stress eat away at your soul. And above all, never stop finding joy in the ordinary days of life. Her story also raises a deeper question. Do we measure life by the number of years we live or by the quality of the spirit we bring into each year? Jeanne Calment's extraordinary life reminds us that while we may not all reach 122, we can all choose how we live today. We can choose joy over bitterness, connection over isolation, and gratitude over regret. As Jeanne herself once said, "I've only got one wrinkle, and I'm sitting on it." Maybe that's the real secret to longevity. Not fearing time, but learning to laugh with it. So the next time you worry about growing older, think of Jeanne Calment, the woman who outlived time. And remember that aging doesn't have to mean fading. It can mean ripening, deepening, and embracing life with open arms. Because at the end of the day, longevity is not about adding years to life. It's about adding life to your years.